Good afternoon, everyone. Hey up. What we do like at the VW Mechanic is a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of a time warp, if you like. We very rarely get to see anything like this, purely because of the age of it. It's a 2007, and it's in for a cam belt. It's a 1.4 with the twin belt. So there's a little one here that drives the cams, two cams, and then the one that goes from the cam down to the crank. There. So on these, there are timing holes, and if you've ever done one of these before, you've definitely seen this tool. Now, someone's left me some Tipp-Ex marks as well, but I don't use them. I never use them. I will always use the correct timing tool. Now, if I send you right down here, hopefully, there's a little bit of a cutout. Now, it's on this Tipp-Ex mark, which isn't ideal. There's a little bit of a cutout on the crank sprocket there, which goes to a point on the actual block. So what we're going to do now is going to do a timing belt. One thing you need to remember on these ones, guys, as well, is it's got a tensioner under here for the small belt, and that is opposite. So a normal tensioner will go righty tighty, lefty loosey. This one, however, is not. It's lefty tighty, righty loosey, which is definitely weird to say. And normally, if you're tightening something up and it goes righty loosey, we've got problems, guys. But anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to get to this. I'm going to show you in stages. It's really hard to film while I'm doing it as well. I've only got two hands. So it's having a cam belt and water pump. I'm going to show you in the next stage, all stripped down. So we've got the belt off now, or both belts, should we say. So now we're left with just the water pump. I'm just waiting for the new one to arrive. So little belt off, big belt off, and just under here. So that's where your tensioner goes, bolts in, and there's a little tag that hangs off the tensioner that sort of locks into the block, which stops that from spinning all the way around should the worst happen. And then there's the other little tensioner that goes just there. As you can see, the water pump has been leaking at some point, because it's all crusty underneath. So we're going to swap that out now, get as much coolant out as we can so we can fill it up with some nice fresh stuff. So I've whipped the water pump out now, as you can see, big hole there, and all it is, it's just two of these. So two hex keys there, and there's your water pump. So it's a bit rough to rotate, it's nothing untoward, it's a little bit grindy, so obviously it's getting a new one anyway. But I like to check the physical condition of things and make sure everything's all good to go down there. So I'm going to clean up that part there, the joining bit between the pump and the block, and then carry on. Give it a cheeky torque. There we go, that's that one top. And if I should show you underneath, there we go. You're on the bar at the bottom, and it sits in that little groove there as well. So that's all sorted. And this little belt's on. Time for the big belt. So that's it, guys, we're done. Timing back in. And there we go, one tensioner, spot on. Down there to the other tensioner, spot on, and everything's torqued. And that's your lower mark there. You can use the Tipp-Ex mark purely because it is right on this occasion. But there we go, guys, a 1.4 twin belt all replaced. Final bit, guys, just bleeding up the coolant system, and there she is, she's running a treat. Suffer with the tap noise that they always do. I have advised the customer what that is. But there we go. So thanks for coming along, guys. I appreciate it massively, and I'll see you in the next one.